Alright, this run shows off some fun with the Falcon. The Falcon is a tier 4. It got buffed recently just with its base stats from 4-4 to 5-5. But so I thought I would try it out a bit. Unfortunately, it's kind of a bad unit. I found that it's very similar to Lizard. Instead of getting hurt though, it's on knockout. But its summon thing is very similar in stats. It's a 3-3 versus the Lizard's 3-1. And of course, it's 2 tiers higher. But the Falcon is a little more fun because you get some variety since it spawns a copy of the thing that it kills, so it can occasionally kill something interesting. And at level 3, it summons a level 3 copy, so maybe you kill like a Nyla or something, or a blobfish, or like a beta fish, something like that, and you get some extra stats out of it, so occasionally it'd be helpful. And so I decided to kind of go with the similar build I went with the Lizard, which is kind of the regen squad, where you have an Emu, and then you also have some Spinos that could maybe buff it, so that it gains as much HP back as possible. So if you run into any summon teams, it's just an amazing counter, and will hopefully just like solo the entire team. But yeah, so the start, nothing too interesting, kind of just setting up for the draws, the classic stuff that I mentioned in every video. And I guess I'll just go on random tangent for like the beginning, since there's not much else to discuss, since I'm just trying to go like early tier 4s, wait till turn 5. But there was a speedrunning record. I don't know how many people know that I actually like I've done speedruns of quite a few games in the past, of like random flash games. I did speedruns of Super Auto Pets, but one of the most popular speed games is Super Mario 64, and recently the 70-star record was broken. It is now a 4656 by Benji. And I mean, that game is like extremely optimized and takes like years, it feels like, to actually get good at and be able to be a contender in like the records. Just a crazy amount of grinding and dedication in order to be good at that game. And like the pressure and the emotions of speedrunning is also pretty crazy. Like you get invested when you put a lot of hours into something, and like you just want to see it pay off with like all the practice and everything. When you get on good runs and you like choke them inevitably, or you start to get nervous a lot. It's quite an interesting experience if people want to try speedrunning. I guess I can recommend it. It's also just a really easy way to get like a lot of content out of a game because it just adds so much replayability. But yeah, I guess that's the thing that happened. I don't know, like there's got to be a certain point where like the speedrun records will become so optimized that people are just like gonna give up. It's got to happen eventually. I mean, hasn't happened so far, and it's probably gonna be many many years before like the category actually dies down and is like there's no more room left for optimization. But you can't just keep adding like harder and harder things to the run, and eventually like at some point it's got to be like impossible, right? But who knows? I mean, humans can always break like barriers far superior than what people think is possible, I guess. And sometimes that applies to speedrunning a video game. It's also just a nice thing to be able to like improve at. Like it's very easy to get good at a video game. I know it's kind of weird to say, but like it doesn't require that much practice, especially at the beginning. Like your first few runs are pretty much like guaranteed PBs all the time, and it feels nice and satisfying. And yeah, I guess if you just want to waste some time, I guess you can do speedrunning. Nothing like a good old recommendation of a time waster. But early Spino is actually so good, especially with the regen build that I was going for. And I can pill things and also get the in-game stats. I pilled a level 2 Stork. I actually meant to wait until next turn, but I kind of forgot because then I had a chance at getting early Hawk or something. Or not early Hawk, but level 2 Hawk. I also, like, okay, I should have taken Turtle there, but unfortunately, I forgot to put Lemon in this pack, so I was not able to find a Lemon and still have to go with Melon, but it works, like, just as well in a lot of spots, I guess. Elephant Blowfish, gonna kill my team. That's unfortunate. But yeah, the baboons will scale on tier 4, but now that they aren't going to scale the Falcon, I guess I don't really care about them anymore. I put a banana on a squirrel just so I could pill it so I could get the early monkey, because that's what my main resource was for scaling the Falcon. It did make it so I can't really put anything in front. Like I could have something, maybe like a flea to apply weakness to maybe make it a little bit easier for the Falcon. But yeah, that didn't really end up happening. And also the Spino buff, I probably should have just sold the Baboon before I actually pilled that so the Spino buff would guaranteed go on the Falcon, but I just got really lucky anyway, and it hit the Falcon regardless. which makes it so much easier. I love not getting punished for any mistakes that I make. Like, that's another thing that's great about this game. Or arguably not great about the game. Okay, it killed the anteater, so get a free couple spawns. And unfortunately not going to kill the orca, but the Spino will save me. And there is a turtle pill, get that melon armor, go double monkey at this point, and blue ring Docto, not really going to matter too much, just a couple extra stats, I guess, on things that don't really matter, so I don't know why I bothered to take that in the first place. But hey, sometimes I'm playing this game and I'm just kind of autopiloting, and I don't always make the correct decisions. Believe it or not, I mean, I know that's crazy to think someone who named themselves SubOptimal would not actually be playing the game perfectly, but occasionally it does happen. I'm going down to 2 lives here. I had to do this so many times to make this work. It's kind of embarrassing how bad Falcon is. If I had to put out like a tier list, it's gonna go like pretty much near the bottom. It's just so bad. It's almost like a never take, I think. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can take early Falcon in certain spots, but I feel like there's always so much better. And there we go. Killed the ant and a blobfish. So getting some value out of that. That was kind of cool. I mean, it's still, like, not very helpful, but at least it's doing something. That's nice. And what's left to do? Alpaca, sure. If I run into, like, I don't know, another falcon, I guess it'll help. Or the emu. I needed the emu. That is very helpful. And that will get me a bit closer to levels. I did try out Tiger Emu. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. I don't know why. I actually thought it would, just, like, double its health ability. But for some reason, that is not the case. And you can go Tiger, Falcon, but then you need to put it in the 3rd spot, and it doesn't really work out with this build super well. And going against a Grizzly, the Falcon maybe not the best choice against this. Slug, so many slugs. But as long as the Grizzly does not kill the Falcon, and it does not, that's going to be a win. Pretty solid. Summoning a Slug, just like such a minute, like, I guess ability that doesn't actually matter. Level 2 Emu. Get 8 extra HP now for every, I guess, trigger. Every time the Falcon actually kills something, and then it will be moved to the 2nd spot so that the Emu will push it back to the 1st spot. And double Spino, why not? I mean, the Spino is only, like, not that likely. I guess 25% chance to actually hit the Falcon and gain some stats. But this is an interesting team. It summons a level 3 elephant, which kind of just hurts me, but then it summons a level 3 armadillo, and I actually get 6 HP, so that really actually helped out the Falcon, and then the Falcon's gonna just do the rest. Look at that. It's actually working so beautifully. What would be the best case thing to spawn? Like, there's got to be something that's really OP. Like, it could kill, like, a mammoth or, like, a warthog or something, and it would spawn it at level 3 and gain quite a bit of stats from that. That would be pretty beautiful. I did have one run that actually spawned a Nyla, and then the second thing killed was a Vaquita, and it was level 3. So I got 24 trumpets and then 150% immediate 50 trumpets. That was like a highlight. Level 3 Rhino, unfortunately only a 9/9, so it doesn't really do anything. The bus spawn is interesting. And, okay, it's going to be a draw. Just drag out the game for one more round. I love it, so I can get more level ups. And then it looks like an even cooler team. I love just having like all level 3s. There's nothing more satisfying in existence, clearly. I mean, besides like everything else in existence, but I don't know. Alright, so 2 hearts. Can still lose one more round. This team obviously loses to any team that has like a 50-50 in front. And level 3 Weasel, hey, 3 extra gold. But, yeah, that's too many 50-50s. Not going to be able to get through that. And also, Tomato just... Wait, it was double Tomato, I guess, kind of just absolutely destroyed me. And now, oh, dude, a Blobfish Pill gets double Spino value. Look at this. Get +6, +4 twice. +12, +8 from that. Plus the +2, +2. That was pretty cool. I like that. And then, why not just, like, fill out the squad and have a 5 squad? Just in case. I mean, this could just hurt me if they have, like, splash attack. Hopefully that's not the case. Running into a summon team, a Scorpion. I get a level 3 Scorpion spawn, but of course that doesn't really do anything. And then a Wolf spawn. Level 3 Wolf for 9 attack pigs. Not too bad. And yeah, the regen is just going great. Look at all those stats. Still at 50. Even that really strong Orca is not going to stop me. Get a Slug spawn out of the Orca. Pretty good. And look at that regen. All the way back to 33. Regen like 30 health there. Level 3 Hawk spawn, level 3 Cuttlefish, and just a solid win. that was a great last round that actually showed off some of the Hawk's abilities. But yeah, I don't really recommend Hawk. It's still pretty awful. But hey, it was fun. Thanks for watching. See ya.